EToH is famous for being one of the hardest video games in the world, with its unhinged difficulty that a select few can beat. But only 2/3 of the game has been completed, with the resolution of World 2 approaching closer and closer as Zone 10 releases. Some may wonder, what would World 3 look like? In this video I'll look at the scarce information that is provided about World 3 and predict when and how World 3 and its tiles will look like. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like down below to compensate for the poor performance of my last video. Seriously, how on earth did this reach only 200 views? Now, let's get right into the video. During the early era of EToH, World 3 was originally managed by C.L. Ozulski, formerly known as Blend Bad Boy 112. The world was called Blend Star System and features a space theme similar to the upper half of World 2. The world only had 6 areas, each with a name starting with System. Interestingly, the requirement to enter System 1 was to beat the obelisk of New Vengeance in Zone 9, which implies that the ideas of this world were barely in the heads of the EToH dev team. However, this was then scrapped due to CL leaving the community. To be fair, it would be very weird to have 2 worlds of almost the same theme. There is unfortunately very little about World 3 that I could find, but at least this is better than nothing. Back when G-Color was the original owner of the game, World 3 was going to be the final world of EToH, which was planned to start after World 1 was completely finished, including all the Guardians and the final obelisk. The fact that World 3 was going to be the final world of EToH reflects Duke's visions of EToH being more of a story-focused adventure game rather than a difficult rage game. It is likely that Duke has an extremely ambitious and quite possibly unrealistic plan of what the finale of World 3 would look like. Apparently World 3 could have not happened at all, according to this message. Now, here's the big news. World 3 is very likely to have a time travel theme according to Gamma, and that each area will be called eras. I really like this idea because it would create so much diversity within EToH and add a sense of adventure, which is great for the game's lore. Also, the V6 tile building kit is right around the corner, which is said to revolutionize the gameplay or creativity of World 3's tiles. This is potentially the difficulty range of Era 1. It seems to be noticeably harder than its World 1 and 2 counterparts, which isn't surprising as it is the final world of EToH, as backed up by this statement here. I believe that World 3 will have a time traveling theme and will feature 10 areas starting from the prehistoric period all the way to the deep future. Here are the possible themes for each era of World 3. The difficulty of World 3 will probably be a lot harder than World 1 and 2, with Era 1 containing 2 to 3 SC towers and Era 10 containing around 10 to 14 SC towers. Now, when will World 3 release? It is very, and I mean very unlikely that World 3 will be released this year, as it does not appear in the EToH Trello board for 2025, along with the fact that Duke's belief on how World 3 should not start until World 1 is completely finished is likely shared across the dev team. We will only have half a Guardian finished over the span of 2 years, so don't get your hopes up for at least the next few years. However, due to the much more organised and time-efficient staff of EToH under the management of Eternalist, you could possibly see World 3 as early as 2026, but this is very unlikely. We still have 5 bosses, 5 sub-realms, 1 obelisk and a whole freaking layer thing for a Guardian left. Thus, it is impossible for World 3 to be released in 2025 unless the EToH dev team becomes the particle accelerator. Unfortunately, this wraps up the video. If you would like to see more of these types of videos, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel as we're approaching closer to 2k subs. Thank you for watching and see you later.